Into the corridors of justice now, the High Court has overturned a Gazette notice and subsequent advertisements declaring vacancies in the National Land Commission in August 2025, affirming the constitutional rights of existing commissioners.
Giving his verdict on Tuesday, Justice Chacha Mwita found the actions taken by the government posed a real threat to the Constitution and the law and needed judicial intervention.
Details of this and other stories in the Scales of Justice segment.
The case arose from petition filed by NLC Commissioners Tia Galgalo and Esther Murongi Madenge, who challenged Gazette Notice number 1121 dated August 11, 2025, which was published in the Kenya Gazette on August 15th, declaring impending vacancies in the positions of the chairperson and commissioners at the NLC. The notice was followed by advertisements in leading newspapers listing shortlisted candidates for the upcoming recruitment as the National Land Commission members. Justice Chacha Mwita observed the notice and subsequent steps by the selection panel, while appearing procedure threatened to infringe on the legal tenure of sitting commissioners. Elsewhere, it is a relief for former Samburu Governor Moses Lenol Kulal after being freed in an 83 million corruption case. He had been accused of using his position as a governor to influence the award of fuel supply contracts to Oryx Service Station, a company allegedly linked to him. Justice Benjamin Musyoki found that at the time of the transactions, Oryx was under a lease agreement between businessman Hesbon Ndadi and Lenol Kulal, with the former paying rent of 70,000 shillings a month. Also freed, a businessman Hesbon Ndadi who was accused of acting as Lenol Kulal's proxy, and former Samburu County Chief Officer Benald Surmat, who was said to have facilitated payments to the company. The Anti-Corruption Court on 29th August last year had sentenced Lenol Kulal to 8 years in prison or a fine of 84.5 million shillings after finding him guilty of benefiting from county contracts through the fuel farm. Meanwhile, the family of missing security analyst Mwenda Mbijiwe will have to wait until next week, when the High Court will give direction to produce him dead or alive. During the mention of the case on Tuesday, the family lawyer Ivan Sondiaki described the case as a circus that has dragged on for 4 years.
Your Lordship, in the absence of the compliance with the court, I pray that you issue warrants, because you issued summons. You issue warrants, let them be arrested, let them be brought to court under warrant. That's when they will know that the rule of law is the rule of law and none of us is above the law.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution affirmed it was duty-bound to ensure accountability and transparency in handling such sensitive matters, assuring the file will be reviewed expeditiously. Mbijiwe, a former Kenya Defence Forces officer and prominent security analyst, disappeared in June 2021 while traveling from Nairobi to Meru.
To the respondents is that they must comply with court orders, and the court orders are never issued in vain. So we want the court to issue warrants if they don't produce the subject matter on 19th.
Finally, the land fraud case Republic vs. Rufus Kiara continued at the Rumuruti Law Courts, with one witness Wambugu Maina testifying on behalf of the complainant, Christine Wangari. Rufus Kiara, government officer and former assistant county commissioner, faces 4 criminal counts related to alleged fraudulent land transactions in the Olmoran area of Laikipia County.
The court will tell us, and we've been availing witnesses, and we have been expending time and resources to avail them, and for one reason or another, the matter has not been proceeded.
According to the prosecution, the document was unlawfully created on 20th September 2022 and later presented at the Rumuruti Land Registry on 23rd January 2023.
Let's do 2 witnesses, then we can, we can have the next hearing on, we can have the 16th of December.
The remaining witnesses are scheduled to appear in court on 16 December this year. Ruth Wamboi for Prime Edition.